Итак, всем доброго времени суток, уважаемые зрители, с вами alekszov, и мы продолжаем. И начнем сегодня мы с того, что меня пытаются рисовать. Не успел я и шагу сделать с этого места, а меня уже арестовывают. Я так понимаю, туда нам надо добраться потихой. Продолжаем, в общем, сюжет. Продолжаем сюжет, и сейчас будем делать большой бум. С 0 до 5, окей.
How I thought. There are loads and loads of people. If one of them spots me, I'll get caught. We need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside. After I get the document, let's meet back at Komari Tea House, okay? Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me. Is this really a good idea?
Пайман хочет тебя кинуть.
Anyway, let's make our way to the statue. Careful does it. Watch out for guards and don't get caught.
Это будет сложно. Взорвем статую нахрен. Окей, дальше не залезем. Печаль. Оно все деревянное, тут оно устроим пожар. Ёшки. Ладно, выходим огородами. Ты меня не видел?
Well, how did it go? Well done. Let's wait for news from Sayu. I know exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much exercise. I feel so dizzy. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed to do first. I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of stuff that looks suspicious. Here you go. I'm going to sleep now.
My lady, what are we looking at?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission is preparing to present to the Shogun. In addition, we have correspondence with the Fatui. It seems that Gujiae was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scenes. This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Gujiae. I trust you will have a plan for the next step. I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest of the Fatui in Inazuma.
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking about her drawing that blade.
Again, we'll just have to trust Gujiae. She is close to the Shogun, so maybe she will have a way.
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be time for a meeting with Yaimiko soon. Let's pack up our things and get ready to head to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Lady Guji, here I am, as promised. Rest assured I came here alone and told no one about this trip.
Ну что, уже 3 дня прошло? По-моему, только 2. Или вообще 1.
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days. Have you
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders of my clan. So, where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this.
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for herself.
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan, and it doesn't look like a forgery. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front line. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line, or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve no mention?
Конечно же нет. Это скот. Пушечное мясо. Они не стоят внимания божества.
Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to hide it?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
So, the Tenryou Commission, they are deliberately deceiving the Shogun?
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret from the Shogun, too.
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here before you. Surely, you aren't planning to turn a blind eye to them?
So everything I've ever held on to, it's all... How could they? Ugh!
Привыкай, никому нельзя верить.
This betrayal is unforgivable. Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do.
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryou rebellion is successfully underway. Yep.
Hold on, traveler. There's something else we need to discuss.
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god, correct? You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that day. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you. If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Maybe your prayers will be answered and all your problems will disappear in the blink of an eye. Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't the time or place to be poking fun at the traveler.
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend.
Ну, поехали. Правда, сначала надо подхилиться. А то опять бубо будет. Ибо уворачиваться я так и не научился.
You followed me here? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an explanation from Takayuki. But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be arrested immediately, but you'll... Good.
Меньше слов, больше дела. Ты все равно в шахту отправишься.
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice. Beg for mercy. Quiver!
Must withdraw.
No turning back.
Ульта у Сары неплохая. А вот Ешка мне не очень нравится. Не, типа она хороша, если ей правильно пользоваться. Но зачем, если можно взять Йомию и просто устроить пулеметный обстрел? А если сделать так, потом вот так, а потом вот так, то вообще будет машина уничтожения.
I condemn you. Blood of frost. Eye for an
I'll
eye.
spare nothing. Who goes there? Soldiers, quick! I need to train harder.
Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane? How dare you disregard my order?
Master.
Go and ask him. Don't let him intimidate you.
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the letter to the Fatui. Please, tell me why.
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters.
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need to know. Has the Tenryou Commission really betrayed the shogunate?
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes, the report you saw was penned by my hand.
He just came right out and admitted it.
The diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed, and all they requested of me in return was to see that the Vision Hunt decree is upheld. For too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. There is no shortage of clans who would tear us down at the first opportunity. So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of another powerful nation and crack down on our enemies at the same time, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply saw no need to inform you, Sarah.
Предатель.
But you worship the Shogun. How can you betray her after all this time and act like it's nothing?
Betrayal? How can you call this a betrayal?
А разве нет?
The Fatui may think they are using me, but the reverse is true. What could they possibly hope to achieve?
Поверь, они могут, Эти сволочи могут, они уже используют вас.
When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees and
Да,
tremble.
конечно.
After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi.
Yeah, he doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power as a warrior, especially the Muso no Hitotachi.
But Master, what about loyalty? Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, you taught me the importance of loyalty from servants to their superiors. But it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujo clan. You hypocrite! Preaching about virtue just to mask your own wretched selfishness!
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the eternity of the Kujo clan.
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo clan is a match for the Fatui, Paimon thinks he's in for a nasty surprise.
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct thing to do? Even though it goes against what I know in my heart to be right. But I chose to obey the Shogun. For as long as she leads the way, who among us is qualified to judge between right? But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end, while this path, it has long since been defiled by your selfish ways. So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this. If nothing else, my conscience will be clear.
Stubborn and futile. Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan's position is now unshakable, and nothing you can do will change this. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat. A harbinger by the name...
Senyora's the one behind all this? Not her again!
Пизда вашего Архонту.
Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with an arrogant-sounding woman.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya? Well, if she thinks she's leaving Inazuma in one piece,
Согласен.
she's got another...
Sarah stormed off! Do you think she's gonna go barge into Tenshukaku? You can say that again. Alright then.
Дайте мне уже... Спасибо. Я не это имел в виду. Ух ты, сука.
Long as we have the Muso no Hitotachi, the people of Inazuma...
Я вам
Solidify!
как вот тут оставлю на память. Все, ничего больше нет. Дайте мне уже хоть кого-нибудь, блин, отпиздить. Брали. Со шляпошником не дают разобраться. Реванш, я так понял, тоже отменяется. Значит, будем пиздить сеньору. У нас с ней тоже старые счеты. Чё ты тут расселся? Даже поговорить с ним нельзя. Сейчас будет эпик. Так, ну в принципе, нормально, нормально. А где Сара? Ага, лежит.
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized.
Молчать, сука. Ты у меня в шахтах пожизненно работать будешь.
If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market. Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kujo-Sara?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora.
Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know, you can't get me out of your mind. But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow.
Не бойся, это наша последняя встреча. Сейчас я тебе дам пизды. А Потом ты у меня отправишься в шахты.
Ah, so you came to expose my crimes in front of the Shogun? I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
Не пизди, сука, не пизди.
She doesn't take us seriously at all.
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, they get to be building blocks in the Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for? In their tiny little lives? Almighty Shogun, do correct me if I'm wrong. That's ancient history. You certainly love to hold a grudge.
О, я злопамятная.
The
Очень.
Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning, they're
Ну,
just
значит, ты тоже
necessary
сейчас станешь
sacrifices.
жертвой.
That's all. You? Stop me? For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most
Не похуй.
charging into Tensukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the
Не
brightest.
похуй.
I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is
Не
between
похуй, я
us.
все равно разобью тебе
I
ебало.
challenge you to a duel before the throne.
Proceed.
Ай, похуй.
My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you too. I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation. You are aware
Хорош пиздеть,
that the
давай.
loser must die. Then I will deign to share this last dance with you.
Да-да-да, давай, хорош пиздеть, давай, приступаем.
A lesson on harbinger power and elegance? As you wish.
Так, это что?
Crush!
Нихуя себе. Так,
Rack and
так
ruin.
куда ты? А, у него тоже.
Into the frozen void.
Eye for an eye.
Solidify!
Take this.
Tactless rodent!
Вылазь, сука. Что еще? А, ты пробиваешь? Это можно.
Take this.
Так. Так, а снимать температуру нам нечем, да? Ну,
Into the frozen void!
Beg for mercy.
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors! Detestable!
Rack and ruin.
You've got some nerve laying your hands on me! Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler! You have reason to be afraid.
Бабочек собирать?
Eye for an eye. Time for a light show.
Так, а с этим... А, его надо разбивать. Я что-то бегаю, мне нормально. Так, вот это больно. Это вообще-то больно было, слышь ты, а ну вылазь. У меня есть еда, я непобедим.
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors!
Shut up. Fire hazard.
The pale flame smolders!
Я не знаю, зачем я эти уничтожаю? Их надо уничтожать или нет? Я даже не знаю, что это такое. Ну ладно, на всякий случай. Давай вылази оттуда! Хорош!
Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering. In fires of sin and retribution, your soul
О,
will be
кстати,
incinerated.
огненное накопление. А вот это интересно.
Embrace your searing reckoning.
Огненное накопление, это уже интересно.
Will be mine.
Immolation, a cherished agony. Do you feel it?
Где ты, блин? Иди сюда.
Lightning flash.
Я так и не понял, нахрена нужны эти штуки. Либо они меня избавляют от этого. Да, они меня избавляют от накопленной штуки, значит не нужно было. Не, Жесть, ты, конечно, мощная, но хорош, сюда иди, ё-моё. Ты, конечно, мощная, но тебя это не спасет. Все! Фу ты, блин. А пафоса-то сколько? Давай заберем у нее сердце.
Strong, but how?
Вырви ей сердце.
I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me. I swear, if you strike me, I will make sure.
Да вообще насрать, ты никто здесь.
The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats! All of you!
Вот так вот.
You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
Не-не-не. Куда? Мы не закончили.
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right?
Нет.
Oh, the air feels suffocating.
Она нас не
Must be the
отпустила.
Raiden Shogun's almighty.
Мы у нее в голове. не мертва нихуя, не. Сеньора мертва, не.
One strike from the Shogun and now Senora is gone.
Сеньора точно не
Got
мертва.
what she deserved, but Paimon still can't help but feel upset.
Пайман здесь нет.
Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds? Huh? Traveler, you got a headache? Chin up. Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled.
Нас подчинили. Очнись.
Also, when the Shogun executed Senora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat. So, to recap, Yaimiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god. Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of Electro zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe. Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent. Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
Они все лежат.
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
So we meet again.
Время для реванша. Хера себе, там... Видать, я не особенный.
Indulge my
Раз там и
curiosity.
другие
What is the
умудряются
reason that I
два
find you
глаза
standing
Бога
here before
пробудить.
me once again?
И почему у меня нет такой ульты? Почему я не могу огромный электрический меч призывать?
Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me? Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about the vision hunt. Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hunt decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago. Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams.
Да вот как раз таки наоборот. Если оставить мечту, тогда ты лишишься вообще всего.
Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away.
Да, но при этом сходят с ума.
Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations, are they not? Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from eternity. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity. That's right. Huh. I'm surprised you understand it so well. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will, aren't you? So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity.
Продолжаем петлиться. Где ты, сука?
Do you wish to become the enemy of eternity?
Так куда ты, блядь, лезешь, сука? Чё ты вечно куда-то лезешь? Где ты? Так, а вот этот реванш уже посерьезнее.
Eye for an eye.
More speed. Inferior.
Stabilize.
Fire hazard! A fist of retreat!
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Ага. Хрен разобьешь эту штуку.
Inferior.
Time for a light show!
Beg for mercy. Yeah. Instabilities will be removed.
Так, а вот теперь жопа. Так, вот кушиваться я, конечно, могу. Но вот что делать дальше, идей нет. Только уворачиваться.
Strike dead.
Я ж не думаю, что это на весь остаток боя это останется.
You are an enemy that requires special attention.
Иначе это будет, ой, как нехорошо.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
we can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
Stabilize!
Thunder!
Vengeance will be mine. Shudder. Rack and ruin.
Solidify! Order guide you!
Take this! Good bishop down!
All desire can be broken.
Beg for mercy. Eye for an eye. Freeze to the core. I condemn you.
All will be severed.
Блин, я думал, ульта...
I will have order.
Блять. Думал, ульта добьет. Не добила.
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people, and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue? There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward. So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring.
Стояние на месте все равно ничего не изменит.
Eternity. Eternity is the only way. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every thunder sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever.
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change, it does nothing more than simply exist. It is a I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed.
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity
is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses. But I have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity?
Ты не избежишь потерь. Я не понимаю, к чему она стремится. К какой вечности она стремится. Каких потерь она пытается избежать. Люди рождаются и умирают. И этот круг даже ей не остановить. Или с момента, как она ушла в эту медитацию, что, люди не умирали, что ли? Не было потерь никаких. У вас война идет, люди мрут. А ты говоришь о вечности, о избежании потерь. Каких потерь ты избегаешь?
You are obviously lonely. And yet, for the sake of eternity, you choose to stretch your loneliness out to infinity. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world. So it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now, haven't you? But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect clarity. So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this again. Seeing you again is a change to eternity. And a very nice surprise.
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be friends?
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt decree. But, with regards to eternity, and the question of whether this nation should move forward,
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very beginning. As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true. For all eternity.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of Euthymia anyway? Is the Vision Hunt decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. Paimon was super worried, you know. So, maybe the reason Yaimiko is looking for us now is because she wants to thank us. Let's go find her.
What? Another bad one? No, let me try again.
Why, hello. If it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine?
You literally told us to come meet you here!
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly delightful. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am most impressed.
Меня осенила возможность дать ей по башке.
Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations.
А меня сеньора разочаровала. Типа, столько пафоса, столько мощи, но откинулась довольно быстро. Я полбоя тупил, не знал, что делать, и все равно это ей не помогло. Пока что Аждаха самый мощный.
Still, you did end up victorious. I gather congratulations are in order.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once.
Да, осталось только еще дать пиздюлей шляпошнику. Я не знаю кто, поэтому будем называть его шляпошник.
They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on a
Wait a second. Did you say gnosis? As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh.
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
Ты серьезно? Женщина, ты серьезно? Ты прикалываешься, что ли?
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the balladeer exactly?
Ты серьезно, бля? Женщина, ну ты... Что я могу сказать?
The balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to
Ну, это мы
Signora.
проверим. Сеньору-то он, может, и превосходит, а вот превосходит ли Аждаху? Это вопрос.
I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
Да поэтому ты отдала сердце своей подруге. Молодец.
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since.
И в итоге ты взяла и просто отдала его. Отлично, гениально. Замечательный план, если я правильно понял.
She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan?
Нет.
Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
Херовая сделка.
Like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a gnosis. Well, what's done is done. And I hardly think we'll be getting it back now. So anyway, you still haven't told us why you called us here today.
It's to thank you.
Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not? As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the events of the past. What would you like to know about?
О, ну, даже не знаю, с чего начать. Давай по порядку.
That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one privy to the knowledge of its origins. Still, there's one other thing on this topic that I suspect you may be curious. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to create a prototype puppet.
So, you mean there are 3 Raiden Shoguns?
No. The prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to seal the power within it.
Понятно, значит, возможно, это еще один мировой босс. Либо это наш электрокионит. Не знаю.
Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness. And some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering him even more formidable than his... The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis. And the prototype puppet is now known as the Balladeer.
Ага. То бишь, этот шляпошник у нас кукла тоже. Отлично.
What a crazy story!
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny?
С чего вдруг эта кукла... Хотя, если Фатуи внесли коррективы, то можно не спрашивать.
I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon. Few citizens of Inazuma are aware of this.
Morax told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball has passed away.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were 2 twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul.
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or shadow warrior. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto. As far as the world was aware, there were not 2, but 1. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly, so there was no need for the public to know the truth. In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them, right up until...
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest loss.
Paimon feels like she understands A a lot better now after finding that out. So what kind of god was Makoto?
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished the beauty of what was before her.
Wow.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you describe. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celestia in the process. That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could have made our relationship rather awkward, don't you think?
Don't worry, we aren't looking to pick a fight with you.
I wish you the best of luck. May you soon discover the truth behind it all. As for your brother's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it, and I will also borrow some of Ayato's people from the Shiumatsuban. I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you. After leaving Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey so far.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never-ending. But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. In Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a resource?
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? That's a cute name.
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. It's their chosen term of endearment for her. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. I wish you all the best. Are you sure? Okay then. Oh, Traveler. Do you still have the omamori I gave you? Keep it safe. There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than Yae Miko, the wise and beautiful.
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. Traveler, what is your ambition?
Встретиться с братом и вправить ему мозги.
I see. But that is merely a small goal, based on what preoccupies you here and now.
Но также захватить мир.
Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in unison with fate itself. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come to pass.
В общем, вот так вот у нас получилось. Серия немного затянулась. Ну да ладно. Было много эпика. Мы дали пиздюлей Сеньоре. Мы дали пиздюлей Электро Архонту. Правда, прошлая битва с Электро Архонтом была как-то поэпичней, по-моему. Второй раз не удивляет. Сеньора, конечно, баба мощная. В принципе. Надо будет еще сходить с ней попиздиться. Сеньора баба мощная, но... Не, в принципе, Сеньора получилась весьма интересным боссом. Особенно тот элемент, который работает тем же образом, как и на драконьем хребте. Только огненный эффект дает. Я думаю, в огненном регионе эта вещь будет встречаться. То есть я сомневаюсь, что ее просто так ввели. В огненном регионе она будет встречаться и тоже придется бегать от одного к другому. Только на этот раз не как на драконьем хребте, к теплым феям и прочему всему, а к охлаждающим феям каким-нибудь. Но в принципе вещь интересная, хотя будет очень сильно раздражать, как собственно говоря и на драконьем хребте. Бал тоже босс весьма интересный, но второй раз уже не впечатляет. Меня сеньора не очень-то впечатлила, но просто потому, что я себе уже немного заспойлерил ее. Потому что обновление вышло утром. А, хотя, не, подожди. Она, по-моему, еще в трейлере мелькала. Короче, да, я уже знал, что она будет огненной, поэтому, в принципе, удивить не удивила. Но, в принципе, интересно. И дизайн прикольный, прям вообще хорошо. А вот Сёгун второй раз уже не удивляет. Да ее второй раз как-то послабее. Не, вернее, начало в принципе такое же. А вот дальше, когда, кстати, второе дыхание появилось, и нас очень сильно усилили, прошло уж слишком как-то легко. Ну да ладно. Всем спасибо за просмотр, подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки, комментируйте. И всем удачи, всем пока. До скорых встреч.